Good morning, boys and girls. Since I got all that chainsaw work done yesterday, I didn't have to be out there in the field, and that freed me up to get some things taken care of in the office this morning and make a bunch of phone calls. And now I'm on my way, or we are on our way. You and I are going to go look at the next job and cut a tree and make sure the bark's slipping, because we are up at a higher elevation, 2,500 feet, and it's later up here. This is a great cherry growing region. The cherries come off later up here, and it kind of dodges the glut. When all the cherries come off in the lower elevations, it creates a glut in the market and the price drops, and so then after those cherries are gone, the prices go back up and these guys start pulling their cherries up here. So this is kind of prime real estate for cherry growing. I just want to make sure the bark is slipping before I call the guy and tell him to get his sign wood. It's in cold storage, I think, close by. I don't think he'll have any issue getting it today if he's available. But it's supposed to snow tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. It's only 38 degrees right now, and it's 10 o'clock, and it's supposed to start raining on Thursday and rain pretty much all weekend. I don't know what's going to happen, but we don't sit around and wait for it to rain. We go to work, and then it is what it is. If we get rained out, we do, but okay, we're getting close. Some beautiful views up here. A friend of mine pastors this little church here. It's a cool little church. Been there a few times. Talking about another preacher friend of mine. Well, this guy, talking about this guy one time, pastoring this church. Another friend of mine pastors a church up in Chelan, and I did work cherry harvest with another preacher friend of mine, and the guy said, well, Ken, how many preacher friends do you have? And I told him, a guy like me needs all of them he can get. Okay. There's a row of trees we grafted last year. And here we are, we have arrived. We're going to go down the back of the orchard. I'm not sure why we grafted these trees the way we did. I don't remember why. I mean, I'm sure I understood at the time, but for some reason we grafted half of them. And I don't know if he didn't have enough wood or if he was just trying to get pollen in there. I'm not sure. But now we're going to graft the other side. I need to ask him why we did that exactly. Here's trees we grafted several years ago. Old trees. These are old stumps, man. But boy, they did well. They made nice trees. The guy's a good farmer. He's taken care of them and trained them well, and I don't know what these blue flags are out here. There's a limb here and there that's got a blue flag. I hope that doesn't have anything to do with me. I don't like scattered work, but sometimes it has to be done. Okay, we came in last year or year before, I don't recall, grafted one limb on these trees, as you can see, and I don't know why. I got to talk to him about that. Anyway, you can see he's got the next one's cut that we're going to graft onto it. I'm going to get out there and knock one of those off and see if the bark's slipping, and I hope it is, because we kind of need a home tomorrow. I hate to have any downtime. All right, be right back with you. Okay, let's see if that bark's going to lift up. I don't know, I just saw some sunburn on the side of the tree. You can see where that bark is burnt. This is still bark here, this white part, but The outer part is brown and sunburned, but let's see what we get here. Ah, yeah. We are good to go. All right, here's some more trees that we grafted a few years back. They did real well. I don't like stumping trees that big, but, well, we left a big nurse limb on these. I like this. When you have trees this old with such a big, powerful root system, they push a lot of water in the spring when the sap comes up, so it has to have some place to go, and that's why we leave a nurse limb on these guys. It'll take that sap. Otherwise, the water just comes up and floods the grafts, and they just sit there in that water and sour. But you see that did not happen here. You can see our white tape and our black paint. Looks kind of familiar, don't it? I would advise him to put whitewash on these trees, but because this is sunburn here. You can see this bark. That's sunburn. This is sunburn. You can see it on that limb. It's really bad up there on top where it gets a lot of sun. Okay, now the guy that we're grafting for, or Victor's grafting for right now, the ones where I cut the trees down yesterday, that orchard belongs to a friend of mine that owns the nursery, Van Wall Nursery here, local tree fruit nursery. They grow and sell about 1 million trees a year, and he always has little special varieties. People send him wood from all over the world. It could possibly be a new variety of fruit for the market, and he has a test plot where they test these things, and they have to grow them for 4 or 5 years to see if they're going to hold true or revert back to something else. But anyway, he's got about 15 trees to do, and he used to always go out with me. He and I go out every year, kind of after grafting was slowed down, and we'd do his specialty work, and he'd paint for me, and we'd just visit. And he's 85 now, and he doesn't go out and paint for me anymore. I don't blame him. But anyway, I'm gonna go grab that wood, and you guys can help me, and we'll go get those 15 trees done. I never charge him for that. He's a good client, been a good friend, and given me a lot of work over the years. That's why I'm still doing this, actually, because a guy like that calls up, a guy that's been feeding you for 35 years, how are you going to say no? And you know, there's a need in the industry for what I do, so the other grafters don't like to graft these cherries because they're tough. And I'm the only one dumb enough to keep doing them, I guess. Oh, what a view, huh? Man, I could live in this state. I like it here. All right, see you soon. Well, Victor's working in the big trees. Look at that one there. That's what we call a birthday cake. Got 8 candles on it. Okay, I gotta go get some supplies out of Victor's truck and go do my friend's specialty trees. I think I'm gonna see if I can maybe slide down this row right here. Maybe. I think I can do it. Okay, we're back in one of the test plots. If you look, you see these cherry trees all have little tags on them, little wooden tags. And that's some new varieties that they're testing. There's some old timers, some old apples, some old grafts. I don't even remember if I did those. And here are our victims, 15 trees.